So let's look at number 15 in section 1.3. We're to find all the values of k such that this matrix equation is true. You'll notice that we have a matrix, three matrices we're multiplying together. Over here we have just a scalar or a real number, so how can that be? Well, this is really a 1 by 1 matrix over here. So this product better be a 1 by 1 matrix. Let's see indeed if that is the case. Notice that this matrix here is a 1 row by 3 column. This is 3 rows by 3 columns. First of all, notice that this first product is defined because the number of columns of the matrix on the left matches the number of rows of the matrix on the right, and the resulting matrix is 1 by 3 when we multiply these two together. Well, then we multiply this product by this matrix, and notice this matrix is size 3 by 1, 3 rows, 1 column. And notice the 1 by 3, the 3 columns here matches the 3 rows here again. And what's the end result? We've got a 1 by 1 matrix. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply these two matrices first and get that 1 by 3, and then take that 1 by 3 times the 3 by 1 to get a 1 by 1, and then we'll set it equal to 0. So how do we get this 1 by 3? Well, there's one row, three columns. So the first row, first column is take the first row and dot it with this first column. And remember how we do that? K times 1 plus 1 times 0 plus 1 times, oh, I did that wrong. K times 1, 1 times 1, excuse me, 1 times 0. That's my first entry. Okay, I'll do the next one kind of, we get the idea, do a little quicker now. K times 1 is K, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2. And that's the second entry. Third entry here, first row, third column, K times 0, 0, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times -3 plus a -3 or -3. Okay, and so that's my 1 by 3. I still have this 3 by 1. And again, that's supposed to be equal to 0. So let's clean this up. I've got K plus 1, K plus 2. 2 minus 3 is -1. Okay. 1 by 3 times a 3 by 1 is a 1 by 1. And there's only the one entry. What do? Again, we multiply the corresponding entries in this row by this column. So it's K plus 1 times K plus 2 times 1 plus -1 times 1 equals 0. And we have an equation to solve for K. So if I distribute this K through, I get K squared plus K. This, of course, is K plus 2 plus a -1 or -1. Combined like terms, I get K squared plus 2K. 2 minus 1 is 1. And I have a quadratic equation to solve. And this one's very easy to solve. If I factor this as a perfect square, isn't it? K plus 1 quantity squared. And therefore, the only way this is going to be 0 if K is equal to -1. So the only value of K is -1. You can see we have a quadratic, though. I mean, in general, these can have as many as 2 solutions, for instance. So be careful when it says find all the values of K. You should indeed do that. Okay, so that's how we do number 15.